let me catch up because I am, oh goodness, I'm about 7 minutes behind. Right, let's move. Yeah, from 1 million to about 1.5 billion. Whoa, that's bananas. There we go. Yes, please make sure that you're following our new friend Scraptastic Crocheter, who is having their first stream on Twitch this evening. Another Swedish friend. Love it. I'm so excited. Hi, Scorpio. How you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Streaming is a Twitch artist community established in 2020, similar to Inktober and daily prompts, but of course the prompt you do the prompt you like best and forget about the others. Nice one. That sounds fun. I do want to get into prompts and stuff because I always find it really difficult to try and pick what to draw or what to make. Fanfic I share with some close friends who gets deep and I'm very spooked to share it, and that's absolutely fine, Drifting. You share with who you feel comfortable sharing with. About the kids thing, I'm totally happy with being the fun uncle, right? Being fun uncle and fun aunt is the most fun, right? 2 million was the price paid by Post Malone for the 1 of 1 serialized One Ring from the Lord of the Rings set. The Black Lotus sold for more than that. Whoa! It's a card! Sir! It's a card! Have you friends who adopted instead of having biosprogs? Frustratingly, one of them was judged for it because they hadn't even tried to have their own. Some people didn't get it. It's a hard process for good reason worth it. Yeah, there will always be. This is the thing. In anything that you're doing in this life, there will always be someone who is telling you that you're doing it wrong, that you should have done it the other way. They'll be questioning why you did it and everything else. This is why it is important for you to make decisions that are yours, you know? You can't please everyone. And I'm not going to start yelling about peaches again because that became a whole awful thing that people misunderstood. But yeah, one of my favourite phrases is, you know, like when you're making sure that you're being yourself, is you can be the ripest, juiciest peach and there will always be someone who doesn't like peaches. So be yourself. Be your amazing self because we love you. Odd. Sir. Those people bother, yeah, exactly. They're just like, just one or you have two? Surely you'll keep going till you have the other one? No, thanks. I don't like the precious society and my not online family put whenever I see them. Do you have a boyfriend? No. So a girlfriend? No. Like, why? I get it's so important to people who fully support that, but it's not for me. After a not so good relationship, and this year realizing I'm asexual and probably aromantic as well. But for some people who are ace, it's for them, and that's valid too. It's absolutely valid. Like, why would you put yourself again? You know, if that kind of relationship, that kind of connection is not going to make you happy, and it's going to be difficult for you and make life more confusing and weird, why would you want to do it just because someone said this is what's expected of you? So silly. No, how are we doing? 26 once, my dude. Thank you for the resub. I'm just catching up. Hold on. You know how it is. You've been here for long enough now. Try painting some miniatures on the balcony in the sun and now quickly retreat inside because it's too hot for this pale shadow creature. You're just like hissing, like it's too hot. That's why I said only do one. Oh, I tried doing streaming as writing prompts, but couldn't keep up. Only do one and forget about the others. Feel less pressure in this doodle away May, as the prompts are easy and I have time to draw at least one simple drawing. That's so cool. Please feel free to share what you're working on if you are in part of any art, drawing, writing challenges and stuff. ! Discord will get you in there, and you can share what you're working on if you'd like. Love you, sweet wild thing. Appreciate you. And if you can't be a good influence, but at least be a cautionary tale. This is totally fair. I say, do appreciate the new co-worker who came in and asked me, do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend? Because she's the first who didn't stop at boyfriend, and that's coming from somebody who isn't needing women that way. Exactly. People should not be making assumptions just by the way they look, by the way someone looks as to who they are, how they identify, or who they're attracted to, because it's not possible to do that by looking at someone. Still feel bad about the peaches thing. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. The point is, like, anyone who had any questions about that, they didn't actually come and ask me or anyone who was present. So, you know, that could have absolutely been nipped in the bud, like, on the day it happened, but it was not. So we moved. Yeah, like I said, peaches is basically, I'd said, you know, you can be the ripest, juiciest peach out there, but there'll still be people who don't like peaches. So, you know, just be yourself. 6 a.m. -1 degrees coffee number 1. So appreciate you being here, Noof. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day today. And thank you again for the resub. Will say though, recently been having such a hard time having 5 kids, my husband completely disabled. I've always had a lot on my plate, but recently work has been making me so unhappy, consuming all my thoughts, and I feel sometimes I can't escape because I have so many people relying on me to provide for them. Dickie's wifey, that is tough. That is real tough. Do you have anyone around you who is able to sort of support or help? You know, do you feel like there's things that you would be able to sort of delegate to people if they were able to help you, just to lighten the load a little bit? Start singing Peaches. It's such a tune. Peaches is a tune. Currently a video, I'm allowed to have hard times and bad days. I'm allowed to go through hardships. There is power in being misunderstood. I do not have to justify who I am to everyone who tries to bid me and tries to bait me into that conversation. Damn frickin' straight. I love potato sauce. Nom 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 nom. Thank you, Astra. Welcome back. Millions of peaches. Such a tune. Yes, Elfie. I've been following them for a while. I've been following her for a while. But I don't think I've been able to actually catch one of her streams because unfortunately I think she's sort of on either when I'm modding somewhere or working. But I do see the go live messages, and I'm so glad that you went over there and that you had a good time, Green. And thank you for shouting out. Yeah, so please make sure that you're following Elfie McDork. The link is up there. She's a wonderful, welcoming streamer, librarian, queer, super trans ally, and her passion project is supplying free books to queer youth. And already spotted many familiar friends in her chat. Yes! So, please make sure that you are following all of the lovelies that you see being shouted out here. But Elfie sounds very lovely too. 3 million! My lord. They didn't ask me either. Yeah, I know, and that's where we leave. Need to dip brainworms. No worries, Astra. Love you lots. There we go. Right, where are we at? Are we on 20 seconds slow? Oh my gosh. Am I that slow? I think we could probably bring it down to 10, 5, something like that. Live far from family. My husband does as much as he can, but sometimes I do feel like I'm drowning. I keep telling myself this can't last forever, that things will have to get better as long as I try and be strong. Yes. But it is okay to say I'm struggling and that I'm having a tough time. Like I said, Dickies, you know, there are sort of limited things that we can do as sort of online friends, but I hope that we can, you know, we can offer some support, even if it's just, you know, come and hang out in the Discord, and when you're having a tough time you can just yell into the void and we can give you hugs. Or if there's anything that you'd like to talk about that you think would help, or if you just want to get it out and just have a discussion with someone. But you are doing your absolute best, and in a really, really tough situation. And we are incredibly proud of you, and we love you very much. And I know that you are so loved by your family, and that they know just how much you do every day. Even if you may not feel like it all the time, but they know, and they know that you are doing your absolute best. And we are very, very, very proud of you for everything that you do. Not slow, we just got into very big feelings and topics. No sorries at all. No sorries at all. Yes, I've started now sort of realizing that is a lot of like how it ends up working in here, is like we will get onto a topic that I have lots of big thoughts about and then I completely lose my way in chat. So I really do appreciate everyone being really patient with me when that does happen, because I don't do it on purpose, but I do fall behind a little bit because I like to have a chat. So you guys are my support group, buddy. I appreciate that a lot. I'm really glad that you feel comfortable in here, and we appreciate you very, very much. So that leg is kind of done, you know. It's sort of like, I probably would have done it longer here, but I kind of want to keep the proportions sort of correct. So it does look a little bit goat leg, but yeah, these are difficult, man. These are tough. There you go. Thank you for updating the hug consent. Give all them hugs. You flaunt. That's okay. Flomping, it's fine. It is the weekend. Weekend is off for flomping. Got a commission project that I'm soon finished with a bunch of bunnies, 2 different pride colours and a trans flag colour. Oh, they sound so cute. Oh, I know a few people who would love those as well. Scraptastic. It's because this is such a safe space that I feel comfortable kind of sharing the more deeper and sometimes icky feelings that I deal with, and that's fine. Like I am honoured, and I appreciate it so much that people feel comfortable being here. You know, it's kind of what I don't know. I like when I think about like going back to thinking about streaming, I just decided to give it a try and to see how it went. I didn't have any kind of ideas about what it would be like, apart from that it would be a nice, comfy, cozy space. And it's turned into this amazing thing because of all of you lovely people and the support that you give each other. I see it every day, and I'm so proud of all of you. Thank you, Green, for the protection spell. Keeping this space safe. I appreciate you very much. But yeah. Creating her own trans LGBTQIA plus library where she lives, just to make it easy for people to access books about things that will help, as well as just being the fabulous person she is and letting them know they aren't alone. Yes, that's a wonderful thing, right? So the cost for the name or marker change process in just the province I live in now would be $246.55. That's for the application, the fingerprint, and the reissue of my driver's ID. But not sure about the cost of replacing or reissuing my birth certificate for my birth province and certified mail costs to send the documents and such. Okay. I mean, it is absolutely something to look into. And Stardust, I for one, I want to help you get that sorted out, because you should not be called anything other than your name. And having that on the documents and things, I think we should do that. Yeah, figure it all out and let us know. Exactly. You know where the acts of kindness section is. You can always DM one of me. You can DM one of us, DM me or one of the mods or something like that if you prefer. But if there's any way that we can help with that, just to chip in a little bit. I know that there will be a lot of people who will want to help with that. I promise you. Sometimes it's scary to ask, and that's why I always make sure that like we prompt things like that. Like I said, you know, we have the we have the acts of kindness section in the Discord, so if you're not in the Discord already, come along and join us in there. !Discord will get you in there. Right down at the bottom in the warm and fuzzy section, we have the acts of kindness section. So that can be, I think it was originally that we actually brought it in for, like, if we knew anybody who, you know, wanted to share, like, their friend's fundraiser or their crowdfunding or, you know, something like that. Like, if someone needed some sort of assistance with bills or something like that. But there are people who will share, you know, that they personally are struggling with stuff, and that's absolutely valid as well. But, you know, we have petitions and things being shared in there for lots of different causes and stuff. And we have just like lots and lots of good things. Green is always really helpful at sharing some very interesting, very important things to be signed and to share. So I just appreciate that we've got a lot of people who care about these things and want to make a difference, you know? And if we can do that in our own little way, in our own little community, then we absolutely will. Yep, no matter the total, friends are willing to contribute and help in whatever way they can. Yeah, exactly. DM one of me. Yeah, there's a few of me. Can you imagine if there was multiple cozies? The whole makers and crafting community is mine too. Aren't they the best, Mel? They're just incredible. Like, you can go and hang out with makers and crafting people and they're wonderful. I have some incredible friends in the like in the gaming section of Discord, gaming section of Twitch as well. But it has been very lovely meeting other makers and crafters, especially because I've come from an area where it is all very competitive. So again, that has like really shaped me from, you know, I don't want to be hanging out in a place where I'm like actively competing with these people. I'm like, there's space for everyone to make art, you know? There's space for everyone to make this world a bit more beautiful by creating things. So I don't think it should be a competitive thing. Obviously, like, if you are selling stuff, there will be a certain amount of competition, but it can be positive. You can lift each other up rather than going straight for, you know, cutthroat tactics, you know? Hug everyone who wants one. Yes, hugs for everyone who wants one. Fist bumps and good vibes to anyone who's not much of the huggers. It's very hard for me to ask this kind of thing. Always thought it was a me thing, so I had to do it myself. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Like, I always think about it now. It's hard to explain. It is really hard to explain because, like you said, you know, it absolutely does not need to be yourself. It is a cost of a thing that it would help you and make your life better by having it, you know. And it is a necessary thing, because right now, as far as I'm concerned, Stardust, and I hope, well, I know that you feel the same, and I know that our community in here will feel the same also. Right now, you've got ID and stuff like that does not have your name on it, and it should. And if we can help you get to that point where you have it in your name and, you know, it brings you joy when you look at it, name and gender marker and everything, so that it actively reflects the wonderful being that has that ID, then we're going to help you with that. Takes nothing away from me to raise others. We all win. Exactly, Doom. Exactly. And I need to find out a little bit more about this this crafty collective of yours. Heading out to drop some of my kids off with an activity, go visit my daughter in a new place. Oh, nice. I hope it's lovely. Have lots of fun, Doom, and we'll see you very soon. Hey, Gio, how you doing? Welcome in, buddy. Lovely to see you. Don't mind me. Takes the demon into a blanket fort to make plans. What are you doing? You summoned the eldritch being and just wandered off. Yeah, it takes nothing away from me to raise others. We all win. Yeah, you do a fabulous job. She really does, doesn't she? Love Doom. You summon Pat. Oh, down. Pat, 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 pat. Pat the bear. Just want to say I love all of you. I really do. We love you too, friends. Very, very much. You're a wonderful being, and I'm so, so glad that you joined this community. I'm so, so glad that we got to know you, and we've got to keep up with your story as it's continued. And like I said, you know, we've been invested this whole time. Little pat, pat, pat. What are you doing? Said in the same tone as a pet owner, going, what do you have in your mouth? No, stop chewing faster. Give it. All of the pet parents in here can relate to that, right? Midnight Bella, beautiful name. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well today. Chat or lurk, whatever feels good to you. We are just glad you're here with us, and we appreciate the follow. Green gets it, right? See? What have you got? No, come back here. Come join the collective. If you go into Doom's Discord, it'll be open to you to join. Yes, I just need to find out a little bit more about it. So I want to make sure, obviously, if I do join something like that, then I am actually being active in it. If that makes sense. Appa swallows and looks up and be like, nothing, he's a little monkey is what he is. That was so cute the other day when you shared that video. So there's a video, I think it's in both, I think it's in there and the Gonky Cord as well. Green shared a video of them giving some proper fuss to the very lovely Nim, who is this beautiful, scruffy little doggo, but she's so lovely. She's a little cloud. And Nim was getting all the fuss, and then you just see Appa wander up in the background, like, can I get some fuss too? What I want to have finished, the wash, good. Got the wash done. Doing the last touch on the commissioned goblins. Paint the last 2 or 3 gobbos and install a makeshift sunset on my balcony so I can sit outside longer. Nice, yeah, do that. Make sure that you're sitting nice and comfy. And painting out in the air and stuff is, it helps a lot. It really does. Paddy will spit it out and try look innocent. Aww. That side eye that they give, they're just like, nothing. They've got such funny little characters. Like telling an object to stay. I do that all the time. I'm like, stay. Inanimate object. Like, boxes of cereal on top of our fridge is usually, what? Stay. Please say I'm the only one. Nimbly getting fast and Appa stomping up and trying to shove himself under the duvet. Nim was sitting on it. It was so funny. You just saw this little face appear in the background and he was just like... Question for you, Cozy, and everyone. How do you keep going on a large project when you're losing motivation on it? I mean, I have ADHD, so... Honestly, though, I would say motivation for stuff like that, it is frustrating because that's why, like, needle felting, like I was saying earlier, needle felting works for me because I can look at it and I can see the progress that is being made on it as I go. But it can be disheartening. It can be difficult for ADHD folks to focus on something when the goal is long term, you know, like you haven't seen any immediate return for your efforts, you know, and that can make it really, really difficult. So a couple of ways that I found is gamifying. So you can put a song on and see how many stitches you can do in that time, or do the Pomodoro method, so you're doing like half an hour of stitching without any kind of, you know, like you just want to see how far you can get. And that can be really, really helpful. Like I said, you know, the gamifying element, because you're like, you know, how much have I achieved? Da-da. And so I do that at work. I do like half an hour of like intense, you know, set the timer and then put my phone away and then just work solidly for half an hour and then take a break. And that can really help as well. Having an accountability buddy is good as well. If you've got someone else who's working on a project, you can hang out and work together. Co-working streams is good too. If anyone in here has anything that works for them, especially if you have ADHD brain, I'm always looking for tips as well. Stay to inanimate objects is so me. Exactly. Gotta tell the inanimate object state, right? Yes, break it up with smaller projects. Yeah, sometimes step away, move on to another project, break it down into smaller steps, little bite-sized chunks. Also stuff like, as soon as my internet is connected, then act like it. Yeah, yelling at inanimate objects is definitely a vibe, right? Perpetual game of fridge Tetris or Jenga. Can I get this one thing out without toppling the entire thing? It happens, right? Working on my crochet blanket, it's taking forever to do the same stitch over and over and over again, and my ADHD is screaming at me for it. Okay, so if it's a repetitive thing like that, again, if you can find music that's got a good beat to it, you can sometimes work to that. I find that's quite helpful for me. So like stitch, 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 you know? And if you get into a good rhythm like that, it can be good. But yeah, it is a pain. It is really difficult when you start losing interest in like a project that you're working on. It can be very, very tough. But stick with it. You got this. Love you all. I'm going to work now. Love you too, Stardust. I hope work goes well. Big, big, big love to you. And we'll catch up again real soon, I hope. Need to boost. Goblin Brain is not playing well with distractions today. Love you all. Be good. Can't be good. Be good at being bad. Love you, Odd. Speak again soon, friend. Great Lace, having another task that you really don't want to do and then use the project as a procrastination tool. I love... Green's like, not that I've ever done that at all, ever. Try to do a little bit every week. Yeah, exactly. Like set aside a bit of time. That can be quite difficult as well, because getting started again on something can be tough. But yeah, body doubling, co-working, taking breaks, basically everything goes inside. Yes. I mean, so much of that I've learned from our community. I didn't know that that was a thing. But then, you know, from my, you know, the issues that I had was that for a very long time, and I think only up until like maybe a couple of years ago, I had completely thought that ADHD was just ADHD hyperactive. You know, like all shiny, running around and, you know, high energy and all that. And I was like, well, I don't have that. Then you discover that there's a whole bunch of different bits that go along with ADHD. And you're like, it suddenly starts making sense now. Mostly how I kept my room tidy, but when you're doing homework, yes. See, I did the same thing because I've been working in the stream space this week, doing my day job from my stream space rather than from my regular desk. And I got a heck of a lot done because I was doing the Pomodoro, but there were plenty of other times where I just kind of ended up tidying my room on my breaks. So shiny! I love that one. It's so cute. This is definitely not the right shape, is it? Come on, Cozy. Right, so that's the main one, I think. So that one should be okay to just sort of have like that, because that will kind of be the back leg. So that starts. Right, so we've got about 35 minutes to play around, maybe get some hair on this. Speaking of her, I may or may not be behind on that already. Come on, Gio. You got this, buddy. But yeah, whichever is the lesser evil. Yeah, if you find something that you want to do less, then you can get something done. I think my issue, like I said before, my issue is just being left with some time. It's always time. It's always time that I need, because I have such an issue with just time management. At least the baby is wearing trousers out, sir. It's not a baby, sir. Not a baby. It's a piece of fresh ginger. Did we not talk about this last week? Happy Star Wars Day, yes. May the Force be with you. I hope you're all having a lovely Star Wars Day. Need to go out in the sun and entertain my mini-me for a bit. No worries, Scraptastic. Thank you so much for being here. It was awesome-tastic to hang out here, and perhaps you'll stop by and say hi later. I will absolutely let people know in the Discord as well. I do have some bits that I need to get done this evening, which includes watching the wrestling, but I am very much looking forward to seeing how your first stream goes, and we will let people know in the Discord as well. But good luck with it and have lots of fun with it. I'm very excited for you. Throughout college, it was obvious when I had an assessment due and suddenly had all the motivation in the world to clean my room, do the dishes and the washing. Suddenly that stuff becomes massively interesting, doesn't it? And you're like, it's very weird. Especially get paid for something you completely lost interest in. Oh, it's the worst, right? I've got a couple of things like that right now, and I'm so, I don't feel good about it. And now I have to go to them basically and go, yeah, so since the last time we spoke, I've kind of figured out some things about myself and got a diagnosis and stuff, and that's probably why I haven't contacted you. Anyway, if you still want to work with me, even though I haven't actually spoken to you in quite some time, yeah. I'm laughing because it's upsetting to me. Yep, got a couple of wishes staring at me and I don't wanna. I know, it's really tough. It's really, really tough. Enjoy the fresh air and have fun with the mini. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. I will be enjoying the fresh air and having fun with the mini. Except the mini is my tiny friend Law. Exactly. Yeah. Executive dysfunction is so difficult. So it's advice for a guy who hated writing. Someone said, find something you hate more. So he took up running, runs every day for years, still hates it, but the writing is easy now. That's rad. I am not Minnie, sir. I'm not. You stop it right now. Telling lies in my chat. I'm Minnie compared to you because you're giant, okay? Ugh. But yes, I do have a couple of commissions at the moment, and I got contacted the other day by someone through an indie game dev company, or indie dev team, to ask if I would consider doing some artwork for them. And Brain is like, oh yes, new project, that's fun. And I'm like, no, I have plenty already. I would love to do this because it might be a really great opportunity, but like, I have other things that I need to get done first, you know? So I'm gonna reach out to them and speak to them and see what's what, but yeah. I need to sort out my priorities and things because it is painful. Like, actually painful when you have projects or commissions or even things that you love, even hobbies and, you know, your favorite things to do. When you can't even get started on those, it hurts a lot and it's horrible. Anxiety tends to make me do the last minute dash to expert level. When you've got a deadline for something and yeah. In fact, it's quite funny because we do get a lot of people, like, when they're contacting me, they'll be like, oh, could you do this thing for me? No rush. And I'm like, no, you need to tell me that there's a rush. You need to tell me that there's a deadline because I can do that. I can work to the terrifying deadline and that will give me the adrenaline boost that I need to get to it. But don't tell me there's no rush because I will just be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to sit here and not do it. Package obtained! Yes! What package did you get? I want to know about package. These good packages. Had package arrived today? Yes! I do not have any pack eggs, but I do have, I will be coming home with a bear. I'm gonna build a bear. And it's gonna be fun. And I'm very much looking forward to it. And I'm getting picked up in like half an hour, so I have 3